Hi, Flick here from the Nerd Soapbox, and today we're in Pasadena, California for Robo Toy Fest 2019. And I have a special guest with me. He's an actor and voice actor, best known to the Soapbox gang for his roles in animation, including Megatron in 5 Transformers series. That's right. Optimus Prime in Transformers Animated, Professor X in Apocalypse and X-Wing in X-Men Evolution, Treize from Gundam Wing, and Clank from Ratchet and Clank.
That's right.
That's right. It's David Kaye.
Absolutely. What a pleasure to meet you, Flick.
Pleasure to meet you.
I can't believe it is, people said I would see celebrities here today, and here you are.
Here I am.
And we match.
Yeah, we do.
Look at the shirt. It's color coordinated.
Want to see me disappear?
Yeah. See that?
Okay. So, how's your con so far?
The con has been fun. It's been chill. It's been relaxed. It's been meet a lot of cool fans. We talk a lot about Transformers and storylines and signed some autographs. And I brought the yes buttons. Yeah, it's kind of fun. You know, those things.
Those are fun.
Yeah. I love toys. So.
That's on your website too, isn't it?
It is. You can buy this on the website. It's better you get them here.
Oh yeah, because you can get them signed here.
That's exactly right.
We'll go back to that.
With a silver pen. But yes.
We'll get back to that.
All right.
So, growing up, what was your fandom? Sports, comic books, cartoons?
Yeah. A lot of it, everything but comic books. And still to this day, every Wednesday, a new comic book day in Burbank, we always meet up. And some of the people I meet up with are the folks who were involved with Transformers Animated. When I played Optimus Prime, we still get together and have pie and new comics. Not a bad combination. And I used to, my earliest comic was Marvel's Iron Man at issue number 3. Yeah.
Right.
And my mom sold it. My mom sold it.
Oh no!
He sold it, yeah. But apparently I got a college education, but I think, yeah. But I was into Marvel. I was into Jack Kirby and Stan Lee, who I got a chance to work with, which was this before he passed away. And that was just him and Mark Hamill and I were in the same room together. That was just phenomenal. Yeah.
It sounds phenomenal.
Yeah.
So your voiceovers work started with General Hawk and the Deke animated G.I. Joe.
Yeah, quick story about that. Yeah. It was '89, and I was cast as a great American hero. At the time, I was living in Canada, in Vancouver, and I always felt guilty. I always felt guilty about that because he's a great American hero. So when I moved to Los Angeles 4 years ago, we became U.S. citizens. So now I can officially say the great American hero, because I always felt guilty. Now I feel better.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
What was it like working with that phenomenal voice cast?
Oh, the G.I. Joe cast?
Yeah.
That was some of the first people I worked with, like Gary Chalk, who I worked with, who was Prime in the Transformers series, Beast Wars. Who else is in that? Gosh, man, it's been such a long time ago. But I remember Gary, Ian Corlett, who played Cheetor in Beast Wars. There's a lot of original, cool characters in that show. That was my first big cartoon, and I was really nervous.
Wow.
But his voice is like, quick, follow me toward the danger. That was what it was. Yo, Joe! Yeah.
All right. Megatron, Beast Wars. All right. That started like a 20-year relationship with Transformers.
It's been unbelievable. They still keep me around.
That's fantastic.
They still keep me around. It was in '93, '94. We recorded our first episodes, and Megatron is one of my favorites. He started my whole career. Everything sort of started from Megatron, really. Good G.I. Joe, and then Transformers, and
Wow.
So much fun.
Did you find it challenging to do so many voices in that universe?
I was in school. I was always making goofy voices behind teachers' backs and getting in trouble all the time.
All right.
Yeah, you know about that. I heard about you and your voice. But yeah, that's what I started by doing funny voices like this all the time. And I would get in trouble, and I would be sent to the principal's office, and that was the beginning of a career. So keep making weird, funny voices. You never know.
All right.
Yeah.
So that button, okay?
The button, the yes button.
Side guns.
Side guns. Commander Retro, with a pleasant surprise, but shall avail you not. No, side ducks. That was my favorite. Yeah, I love that scene.
Okay, so, yes.
Excellent.
Where that yes.
The yes came from in the script. There was a line in the script, and they wrote something. Yes, and it just said yes at the end of it.
Okay.
And basically, I just stretched it out a bit, and then I could see everybody behind the glass. Sue Blue, who's directing, the voice director, said, "Oh, David, I like that. Let's do that again, a couple more, and stretch it out even longer." And so, yes. And so they went like lemmings, and they're not lemmings. What are those?
Meerkats.
Meerkats. They all, And so that became a thing. So whenever I had an opportunity, I would throw it in. I would switch it to the beginning, and it was very Shakespearean. You know Shakespeare.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was very he was a very Shakespearean character, Megatron. It was all about debate. So he would say, "If I do this, yes. But this will happen. No." It was back and forth, and so I throw in a no once in a while. So that's where all that came from.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. X-Men Evolution.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
X-Men Evolution.
Yes, they wanted someone like a Patrick Stewart sort of sound. So I did Storm. Where's Storm? Quickly. Where's Wolverine? We have to go find it. I just sort of played in that vein. They seemed to like that, and I got a chance to play on that show for quite a while. Yeah.
How did you? Did you do anything to make Professor X your own?
When he speaks, it's older, but it comes from the back of his throat. It's just squeeze it a little, and he's in a chair. I just tried to emulate my version of what Patrick Stewart. I'm not a sound-alike, but sort of what he would sound like.
Okay.
From me.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I'm a big fan of him too. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Clank, Ratchet and Clank.
Yes, Clank, of course. Ratchet and Clank started a long time ago, and I just started doing this with my head, and like you can do it with me now, and talk like this all the time. That's how that happened. Oh dear, quickly. I know if I'm in session and I'm doing his voice wrong, my head's not doing this. So after every session, I have a headache, and my neck hurts. But that means I was doing it right.
All right. Did you ever think that this little video game series would ever make it to the big screen?
Not at all. When the audition came down, it was a paragraph. Like a little paragraph. It said well, this is a robot, but we want him not to sound like a robot, so we want some human qualities. So what I did is basically, instead, you know how we say can't instead of cannot?
Right.
I wanted the robot not to do can. I wanted him to, we cannot do that, Ratchet. It's not, so he's
no contractions.
No contractions, thank you. That's
just like Data.
Just like Data, same idea. And so it became this, we must find Captain Core quickly. Ratchet, no Ratchet. So and it's been 15 plus years. That's amazing. Insomniac Games. I mean, we did a movie, and I got my name on a movie poster.
That's cool.
That I never thought would happen ever.
Really?
Yeah. So that was kind of neat for me.
It's fantastic. Yeah. Do you have a favorite piece of dialogue that you could share with us, whether it be Transformers or Ratchet and Clank?
Let me see. But first, can I do this?
Yeah.
Beep. I just want to do that.
Wow.
Well, I'm not sure. I suppose Clank has some great things he can say. I love his laugh. I'm not sure, but his laugh, they call it the Scooby. So the Scooby's basically like Scooby-Doo. The great Frank Welker made that famous. So in Clank, we wanted to find a way, how do we make him laugh? So I just
tickle him.
So that became the laugh. It's not a phrase, but it's kind of a fun little thing and how that happened. And but yeah, I mean, it's been such an amazing ride, and they still keep bringing me in. I do a King. Have you heard of the Trolls? DreamWorks Trolls. I'm King Peppy.
Wow.
The older I get, I'm getting father and grandpa roles now.
All right.
And in Ben 10, I'm Grandpa Max. With Ben. Oh, that kid, he's so much trouble when he gets home. So now I'm old enough to start being able to be a grandpa, which is kind of scary, actually. But you just never know.
When fans come up to you at conventions, what characters do they want to talk about most often?
Megatron. And also, it's Sesshomaru from Inuyasha is always an anime I did. He's basically my voice like this. He talks like that. Jock and quickly jock. And Treize Khushrenada, Treize from Gundam Wing. So we talk a lot about Transformers
All right.
and those two anime series, and Ratchet and Clank, those are the big ones. And then they go, oh, you did that. And I go, yeah, I forget. It's just been, it's been crazy.
What character is the most fun, and what's the most demanding?
Megatron is the most fun because playing bad guys, funny enough, is there's a lot of different levels, and there's a lot of thinking, and I love the way he thinks. It's very, like I said, Shakespearean. If I do this, this will happen. If I do that, that will happen. Let me see. So that's the most fun character. The most demanding in video games sometimes sometimes you need to yell and scream and shout and do a lot of sort of scenes that are not nice, and so you're screaming very loud. I have to be very careful of this because I also do movie trailers and television promos, so I have to keep.
I hear a little bit of that, yeah. In a world.
The movie Secret Life of Pets 2.
Yeah.
Every trailer you see on TV right now is
you?
Is me.
I gotta go home and listen to that.
Are you ready? It's the #1 movie in America, Secret Life of Pets 2, in theaters Friday. That's it. That's it.
I can actually, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so I watch HBO.
Oh, HBO,
Yeah.
John Oliver.
John Oliver.
Yes.
Last week tonight.
And now, and now newscasters behaving badly. Yeah. How is this still a thing? Yeah, that was fun. I was going to do the promos, I thought, for that, but the show asked if I would be interested in working on the show.
Wow.
And I said, well, I guess so.
Hello.
It was new. And my manager said, could you work on a Saturday or Sunday? I'm like, I'll try it and see. And then, 3 Emmy Awards, and it's been ridiculous. It's been so much fun, and I worked this morning at 7:30 Pacific time. I had to work for the show.
Any story you could share with us from putting the show together?
It's a tremendous amount of work. The biggest for me is the people that they have behind the scenes that go, to try and find a story is amazing. The writers on that show are amazing, but to get the story they're working on takes a lot of work. And those folks are phenomenal. I can't say too much more about it, but that I know they're amazing.
A little secretive, are they?
Yes.
All right.
Just a little bit.
All right. What's an obscure voiceover job that your fans would be surprised to know that it was you?
I have a good one. So in the movie trailer world, there's the trailers that in a world, this Friday, all those things, but there's also part of it called ADR, which is basically called looping. So when the actor's not available, the movie's been done for probably a couple of years or whatever, and they're posting them, getting the movie ready. So, for example, in the new Men in Black movie, I had to sub-voice for Liam Neeson. I don't know what you want, but he's in here. The aliens he comes from a place, he's like an Irish American, and that's how he talks. So I do a lot of Liam Neeson. So I would dub parts for trailer sections until he was able to come in and work. So you would never hear me, or you might hear me, but you never know it's me. But so it's not the hero voice. But I'm working all the time doing that. So for different actors, I did Woody Harrelson I voice double for him in the Last Planet of the Apes movie. So different, a lot of English actors. Colin Firth, I've done a lot of doubling for Colin Firth, and he's sort of a little bit nasally. But yeah, that's obscure stuff you would never hear me.
That's fantastic. Yeah. What are you working on now?
Right now, DreamWorks Trolls, King Pepe is still doing he's sort of in here, no troll left behind, no troll. And we're working on something I can actually mention, which is close to my heart. It's dropping in September in the fall. I know that I can say something because she announced it on her show. Ellen DeGeneres announced that she's executive producer on some Dr. Seuss. So you may be hearing me in the Doctors, and that to me is like a dream come true.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, are you on social media?
I am. It's on Instagram. It's I think it's David Kaye _ voiceover.
All right.
And then on Twitter, it's at DKAYEVO, like DK voiceover VO. It's
right.
at DKVO. And then Facebook, it's David Kaye voice artist, because it was available. It's a long story,
all right.
but it's yeah, I'm out there,
All right.
and I'm
And
very
then
active on it.
Your website.
Yes,
Where you
right, I
have-
forgot. Yeah, of course.
you have a shop.
DavidKaye.com.
You have a shop on your website.
All the stuff's on there in the shop. You can get the autograph. You know, we can send you one of these. A little more expensive because the postage is cheaper at any
Yeah,
show
yeah.
that I do. You can get any picture you want. We have a few things up there you can send if you want. So all there.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
All
really
right.
an honor
Well,
to meet you.
geez, thanks for talking to us.
Really an honor. This
Oh,
is fantastic.
I appreciate it. All right, let's see who else we can find at Robo Toy Fest 2019. Wow.
Outstanding.
Outstanding over there.
All right.
High five.
High four.
High-
Here, fist bump, fist bump.
Oh yeah. That's awesome.